Hey Bob, how are you?
Are you good? Good.
Good, mate. How's
Yeah.
things?
I
Good?
like your t-shirt and your background.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Thanks. Thanks for sending it too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. How's the day?
My day's been great, mate. How's yours been?
Good. Good.
Good?
Today's Monday. I have a lot of meetings.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's been pretty busy.
uh, yeah. And
Busy.
yeah. So you are based at uh, Perth.
Perth, Western Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are the same time zone.
We are. It's 4:30
Uh-huh.
p.m.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah,
I thought initially I thought we might have some time lag, but I didn't expect we share the same time zone.
no, it's nice and easy for us.
Yes. Okay. Um,
S- s-
yeah. So recently we have been working on the uh, emotions brand image, and
Yep.
we're thinking about the strategy, about the future views, how this industry will develop, and where we are heading to. So we have some thoughts. And the last time we talked, I thought I remember we covered a little bit, but
Yep.
last week we have came up with one slider that I like to show you before it's go to the public. Uh,
Oh, excellent.
if get your approval, I think it's good to go. So
Yeah,
then
definitely.
we know about it. So yeah, this is today's conversation about. So let me share my screen, and
Yeah,
you can see I have a slider.
definitely.
Yeah, hold on.
Excited to see it. Excited to see it.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, look at this. Brand
Yeah,
new.
yeah. It's the logo and also the core principles of this company. We have been refining it a little bit. Before that, Emotion has been making hoverboard, mini e-bike, and mini Segway, a lot of other categories. But
Yep.
recently, uh, uh, since I took over a years ago, we decided to get rid of most of the categories. Just keep the EUC and the scooter. We are
Yep.
trying um, to be one of the best in these two categories before we expand to other categories. So
Absolutely. Yep.
yeah, so emotion, we have been uh, trying very hard to make some very cheap, very entry level scooters, but it turns out that the result is not that good. So we decided to start making only toys, but we need to create something that can make the rider have fun, and they have exciting riding experience, not only a commuter or a tour. So that's a mission. We changed a lot from the um, original version, and also the vision of emotion is we are trying to be focusing on less things, but we are trying to uh, our best to be the leader of micro mobility category, especially in EUC and scooter. And our brand position should be performance, and also the design, the industry design, it should be lead the trend. And also the values internally when our team working together. So we should have our company's culture, and we constantly talk about the riders, the customer should always have top priority, and it should result driven, and also the quality is very important for us. And
Yeah.
we like to create a company that's simple, and team members can work, can rely on each other, not too much complicated process or something. And
Yeah.
we want to uh, we want to pay more attention to data, to not only like for someone's random ideas. Um, yeah, so those are a brief introduction about the fundamental things of emotion. And here is a logo. It's a new logo. The left is the current one, and we are thinking of to change it to the right one. Um,
That's quite nice, isn't it?
yeah,
Quite
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Bit more in your face type.
Uh-huh. Yeah. How do you think
Yeah.
about this one?
I like it. I like it. Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
I actually, yeah, I actually prefer it with it's got more of the slant and more of it's a bit bolder, a
yeah,
bit more at you, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, the logo looks great.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And to align with the logo, the slogan is also adjusted.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That looks good. That looks great as well.
Yeah. And also the color, we are um, thinking to make it lighter, to be more athletic or energetic
Yep.
feel.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely looks more visual.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Mhm. Yeah, so this page basically can show our future models. So we have been talking about those kind of concept a bit last time. Um, so basically, it's we're trying to be focusing on unicycle and electric scooter, but for EUC, because I've been talking to a lot of riders, so a lot of them they feel it's not that good when you introduce to a strangers what it is. It's a EUC. What a EUC? What is
Yeah.
EUC? It's
Yep.
very
Yep.
hard to explain to people what it is. So it's
Yep.
actually, I think it's one of the barriers that this category go to the majorities, because the name itself is a very it's not that easy for people to spread the word out. So a lot of people were suggesting that monowheel might be a better choice. So we're thinking of to begin to promote the monowheel, but at the same time we mentioned electric unicycle. So both of the names will appear maybe for the next 3 or even longer years. But as the time goes by, more like new riders come in, probably the new riders, more and more people will like monowheel more than electric unicycle or using you know, as
Yeah.
time goes by, probably monowheel is easier to for people to spread it out.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not a short term thing. But I think it might be good for the whole category to have a, a good name to represent the category um, to the new writers for for the rest of the people. Maybe they can adopt these hobby much easier than now. And so this is the motivation why we are trying to begin to use the monowheel in the future. Um,
Yeah, I think someone had gyro. Was it gyro wheel or something?
yes,
Someone was trying to push gyro wheel at one
yeah,
stage.
yes.
But I think mono wheel is actually better because I think we've got one wheel, which is obviously one wheels, but
Yes.
mono wheel, it's one wheel, so mono wheel would be better.
Yeah, one wheel is uh, the mark, the trademark has been registered by the company One Wheel, so we might not be able to use it.
No, I don't think we want one wheel anyway. Mono wheel is good.
Yeah,
Mono wheel is better
yeah,
than
yeah,
one wheel. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Also, okay. So under the monowheel categories, we are trying to divide it, the existing wheels into different series. And for example, like current series, this series is more the typical user case, user scenario is neighborhood or backyards. It's a maybe for the kids, for the beginners who have some
Yeah,
practice, who have some little fun. So the existing wheels like V5 to V10, they all belong to this series. But from next year, those models are very old. We need to get our hands to redesign all those old wheels and to use today's design principle to design the entry level ones.
so with those models coming forward, will they have the Raptor controller or some variant of the Raptor controller to, to update these, like a miniature version of the Raptor controller or something like that?
Yeah. Something like that.
Waterproof, like that. Yeah,
Of
that's
course. Yes,
yeah,
yes. Because like V5, it's a design like 7 years ago.
yeah,
It's a very old wheel,
very old.
and
Yeah,
tire is to steam. Actually, it's a we were the intention to design this wheel. The purpose is to for the beginners, but actually it's very hard to learn on V5. It's even harder than V11. So a lot of beginners they found out that V11 is much easier to learn compared
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's
V5.
no weight. It's a lot
Yeah,
harder.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes. The
it's ooh.
yeah. So this is why we need to redesign the entry level ones, and yeah, for the Explorer series is for more for city commute, for daily use. So it should be very well balanced between portability, range, and performance. So V11 and the V12, they should belong to this series. And actually, V11, we are working on a project to fix all the things, all the issues, especially the quality issues. We are fixing them with a new project, and
for the for the new models.
yeah,
For the
to
new models, yeah.
refine the V11, and someday maybe it's for the V12 to refine those wheels, and yeah. So
Do you think the V12 do you think the V12 is needed now? Do you think or do you think a baby a baby V13 would be better than having the V11 and V12? Just make one wheel that has everything.
Uh,
Because suspension is very important now for people. I don't think we're going to go backwards.
yeah, for sure. Um,
Or do you think otherwise?
let's okay. Let's move to the Challenger. Actually,
Okay.
Challenger is more for open road riding.
Yep.
It's for long range. Long range should be its tag. So for the current V13 is the first model, and for the Challenger Y, we are thinking about to make a compact version of V13. It should be 20-inch wheel size, and so I'm thinking of for the battery size, it should have a four battery pack, so people can choose one or two or three or four. So if they got four, they can get 4800 watt hour battery. So it will be the longest range wheel. But they can also have one battery pack. That means it's very similar to the V11. So I
I'm
think
interested to know how you're going to do that with the weight distribution, like in the center and then maybe the upsides. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Let me show you uh,
Okay.
real quick. So for the other parts, you can share it out, but for these pictures, please keep it.
I will blank this bit.
We test the suspension. Suspension is very important.
Yeah.
For off-roading, the linkage suspension system is the best for trails, for jumps. And
Okay.
for the Challenger series, the hydraulic shocks might be the one we should go for the Challenger series if we want to make
Because
the
you're not
Challenger.
jumping. Because we're not jumping. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Were
So,
we,
but
were we looking at were we looking at rubber? I think you mentioned rubber to me last year. Did you have any
uh,
luck with the?
yes, we tried. We made
No good.
some experiment with rubber, but it's not that good.
Not
It's
that good. Okay.
yeah. It's not that silky. It doesn't have any silky
Yeah.
suspension
I
system.
must admit, I jumped on a Sherman for the first time at the
Uh-huh.
S, and it is very very smooth, very
Yes,
smooth.
yes, yes.
Yeah, but I mean the air suspension still does the job. It's not a problem. It's just the
Uh-huh.
difference between the two.
Yeah. But for the hydraulic shocks, it's there. This industry is a mature industry, so we can reach out to the motorcycle
Absolutely.
accessories. So for the current ones, probably it's we should involve and the hydraulic shocks. It's very comfortable, very smooth, but
Be amazing.
it's easy to bottom out. So
Oh,
the open road riding, I think it's
no
fine.
problem.
It's a
Yeah,
best.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on with this. I think you're
Yes.
spot on. Because
Yeah.
the guys that I'm watching do this sort of trail riding are the
Hmm.
ones using the suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the off-roading, it should looks like a off-roading wheel, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what
So
because what we were trying to do, we were trying to do too many things in one wheel, and it's kind of
uh,
not possible, is it?
yeah, yeah. So just now we were talking about the battery packs. So it's the same. We are trying to use the same battery pack for the Adventure and also for the Challenger Y, Challenger P series. So people can they have the same battery pack they can use on different wheels. And also, for the Adventure, it's people might like to use this wheel for jumps. So they want a very light weight. So they can only have one battery installed. So it's like just like a drone. They can take it out. We have a quick release connectors here, so you don't need to open up all the control board. You just take it
Yes.
off. So
Yes.
it's easy to replace a battery. So you can have some battery packs on a backpack, and you can just like use a drone. And
Yep.
actually, I have tested the center of gravity doesn't
Change much.
have too much. Have yeah, yeah. If I don't tell you, you might not be able to
To know.
feel it. It's
Yeah.
only have
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
battery.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was questioning.
One,
So we've got a Y and we've got a normal and we've got a P. So what are they? What are the differences there?
well,
Oh, we got an Adventure Y, an Adventure P. So what's the differences between those three?
okay. So the difference is mostly is tire size.
Okay.
So
Yep.
this will be the 60 inch. This will be 20 inch, and
And
this will
bigger.
be a 14 inch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And also the swappable battery concept. It will be very good for people who like travel. For now, they can take their wheels with them because the airlines don't allow you take any battery,
Got
right?
to ship
But
them separately. Yeah.
yeah. And also for people who like to do some little business, they can only purchase a few battery packs to rent. For example, people like go to your city to have a vacation. They can contact you before they arrive. They only take their wheels with them, and when they landed, they can go to you to have some battery packs for a few days, and you can have like 40 dollars a day or something like this, and we can like list all the people's contact information at the Emotion's website
Smart.
on
Yeah.
different cities. So you
Yep.
want to travel, you can contact the person ahead of time. So you don't need to take a battery. You don't need to ship your battery. You just rent locally, and you just take your wheel.
Yep.
And
Gotcha.
also, the EUC's prices have been increasing like crazy recent years. So for people like they cannot afford a very expensive ones for these wheels, the entry level the can be very low. You can get only one battery pack.
That's
It's
the good thing. Yeah.
for daily use. You can only get one or two. But
Yep.
occasionally, maybe you want some group ride or long range riding. You can go to your local dealers or local stores to rent two more battery packs, and after that, you can return it back because for daily use, probably this will be enough with two battery packs. And also we will be providing high discharge rate battery cells like Samsung 40T.
Yep.
It's made for performance, so people can choose different battery packs.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
it's very flexible for people to choose the numbers and type of the battery packs. It's a yeah. So the we are designing the battery to be easy to swap that can enable I think a lot of possibilities for the riders
Oh,
real life use
absolutely.
case. Yes.
And
Um,
obviously, you've thought about the connections using motorcycle connections, maybe for the waterproofing, like when they click
yes,
in,
yes,
something
yes,
like
of
that. Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yes, of course. Yes, of
yeah.
course. That's for sure. And
Yeah.
also for the adventure for this battery pack, it's a 134 voltage. So these battery packs can be used on other models. So
Oh wow.
in the future, emotions wheel might be only the wheel and the battery. So you can have some combination.
Yeah. So you can mix and match.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So you can have more than one wheel and not have to have that many battery packs. You can just use your
Yeah,
same battery
yes.
pack for multiple wheels. It's pretty smart.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty smart.
yeah, yes, yes. Last week I've talked to a Toronto riders. He had 6 wheels, and
Yeah,
he
exactly.
complained to me that it's a burden for him to charge his wheels frequently because he don't want to like any of his wheels battery go to empty, and but he need to most of the wheels he doesn't ride them too much only
So,
but
so talking about that, talking about batteries, it's just for for the viewers. What battery status should be there? Where should a battery be held at when you're not using the wheel? At storage? Where what percentage?
the percentage
Yeah, when you're a storage charge, so you're not going to be using your wheel for a while. You don't fully charge it.
fully charged is fine.
Fully charging
Fully
it's
charged.
fine, even for 4 months, leaving it.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes,
Okay. Okay. So you
yes,
always keep it charged
yes, yes.
for these batteries. Yeah.
Fully charged is good, but we cannot, the over discharge can damage the battery.
So
But
to
fully charged,
bring the battery. Fully charged is okay
yes,
because I know some batteries you're not allowed to keep them at full charge. They don't like it. It's like a lipo
uh,
battery, a lithium
yeah, yeah,
polymer
yeah, yeah,
battery.
yeah, yeah,
It does not
yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
It's yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
these are different. These are
Yeah,
different.
I got your point. Actually, it's better to charge it to 90%. And I think
Ninety
from
percent. So
Emotions
leaves.
app, yeah,
Yeah.
from Emotions app, I don't know if we have already supported this feature. You can set the percentage, like how much you want
That's
to charge
exactly
your.
what I want to do.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
button so we can push and we can
Yes.
choose what percentage we want to leave it, have it fully charged at. That is the
I
next level.
Yeah, I will double check with Mark. I
Amazing.
we were planning to add this feature at the latest firmware update.
Yes,
It
that
should
would
be ready.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, but only the V13 can support it.
At the moment, only the V13 because of the BMS.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so
it's still good.
yeah, so those are the major like different product series. We will be uh, divide, divided for the
Yep,
wheels in the
yep,
future, and um, the wheels will we will think about the use scenario first, and then we should uh, make every wheel have its own purpose, and every wheel should be unique at some point. So for the new riders, uh, uh, nowadays it's very hard for them to choose a wheel. What is the the right wheel for them. They go to the forum, they go to the social media to ask people what should I get. But we are trying to make it easier, make it simple for new riders. When they saw these different product lines and the typical use case, they can think about what is their own use case and to have a right decision which model they should go to.
Yep. So you're just trying to simplify it for them so they can make a decision based on what you've got there.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yes,
That's a good idea.
yes.
Pretty
Yeah,
much like a phone. You have your mini, you have your max, you have your
yeah, especially for the new writers, for people they are they are not in the UC world. They need to
yeah.
have a
Some
simple
people
way.
on the group, they think they jump on a V13 and they get used to it, which is amazing because I would have struggled when I first started to jump on a V13 and get used to it. A V12 is even heavy, so I think we still need smaller wheels for women, for smaller people as well, everyone's
Yes, yes, exactly.
big.
Okay, so for the electric scooter, we have four series. Two, one's for the air. It's for people who need to take their scooter to a bus or to a train, just serve as a last mile vehicle. So the portability is very important. It's the most important thing for this scenario. So we have Air and Air Pro. It's have lightweighted and small size, so people can pick it up and go for a few flight of stairs, no problem. And for climber, it's for hilly areas like San Francisco.
Yeah.
People need to commute in cities, but they don't want to sacrifice the portability. So the torque, the power, are most important things. But it still should be portable enough. So
That
that's
scooter looks amazing, by the way.
yeah. Yeah. I think you were talking about the RS.
I'm talking about the RS. That's what I was just about
Yeah.
to get to. The RS. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah, the RS
Yeah.
is the racing sport. For racing sport, it's for extreme ridings. So that's the RS series. And
Amazing.
we have a cruiser series. It's for suburban commute. Basically it's from point A to point B commuting. So people don't need to take it to the public transportation. So the suspension is important, and it's to have a decent range. Yes, the weight is not as important as the Air series, so we have S1 right now. And the RS, we will have a RSY. It will be a compact version compared with RS.
Yeah. It's quite a big scooter, isn't it? The RS.
Yeah. So
So-
basically, those are what our product will go in the future.
I think it's smart having those scooters, the four different types too, because you've got kids, you've got teenagers, you've got different that people want adventure on the hills, like you said, and then you've got like city cruise, like that sort of stuff. So yeah, really, really, really good stuff there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
really good stuff.
Yeah, we have different
Ooh,
character size style for different
yes, very nice.
series. Yeah.
The Monowheel.
Yeah. Entry level, the Courage
Beautiful.
Pro. Challenger,
Beautiful.
Adventure, Air.
Adventure.
Yeah, it's climbing hills, climber.
Yeah.
Yeah, these cruiser RS. Yeah,
Amazing.
it's just the swappable battery.
Swappable battery. Okay.
Also,
Yep.
the suspension mechanism is a
Yep.
linkage mechanism suspension. It
Yep.
should be fine.
Yep.
For the adventure, we use linkage mechanism, and for challenger, we will use hydraulic shocks. I think those informations are good to go.
Okay.
For more details, maybe just hold it a little bit. Maybe 2 months
Yep.
later, we
Yep.
can talk about the details.
To make sure. Yeah.
The Challenger Y next wheel, maybe early next year. Uh,
Not soon.
it's not
Yep.
coming to soon. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes,
That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that,
The speed will be not that fast.
oh, really?
The max speed will drop a little bit, not as the
Because it's
V13.
is it's going to be a smaller wheel? Oh, 20 inch. It's going to be 20 inch.
20 inch, yes,
20 inch.
smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. So V13 will remain to be the fastest wheel.
Yeah. 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 Definitely doesn't need to be any bigger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's for
yeah.
sure. I love my
Yes.
V13. I love my V13. But it doesn't, I'm a big guy too. It doesn't need to be any bigger than that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Exactly.
I I think that is I think it's sort of V13's done an amazing job on the V13. No, that looks great. And I think it's good you're dividing things up and making it like that. So it's easier for the consumer to make
Uh-huh.
a decision on what to buy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes. We
Yeah.
will have let people know for the entry level ones. They can we will have some models that they can choose from, and for the extremes, there are models for them. So it's will be much clearer.
So the swappable batteries, they will be on they will be interchangeable between the Challenger and the Challenger no, the Challenger Y and the Adventurer.
Yes.
Those two
Yeah.
at the moment, but not on the smaller wheels, obviously.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they've got to be the same voltage, right?
Yeah.
134. They're going to
Yeah.
be same voltage. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We are trying to adopt this concept for future wheels.
Yeah. For all wheels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For all the wheels, this is why we need to redesign the old wheels with
Yeah. Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That
Okay.
sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for
Thank.
that.
Thank.
And,
That's all right.
appreciate your time and
No
your effort.
worries. No worries. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you very
Y-
much.
No worries. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, yeah. Bye bye. Have a
Have
good,
a
great one.
great day. See you, mate.
Yeah.
Bye bye.